Hello! Today I'm going to show how to make an animated GIF file in Photoshop for use on the web or for other purposes that you may want, like adding a file to Flash. Okay, so what I'm actually going to start with is a photo I got from the internet. I'm going to be animating a tornado. Just Google search tornado and right-click saved that image to my computer. Right-click on that image, open with Photoshop. You know what? That's the completed one. We don't want that one yet. Let's see. Alright, there we go. So, first of all, I started with my image. I just wanted to get the tornado from this, so I'm going to go to my quick selection tool and select just the tornado. Kind of want a little bit of the dust cloud here. Give it a little bit of an effect. Holding down Alt can deselect anything I didn't want on there. I kind of, oops, build this out a little bit more up here. Alright, so that's the part of the tornado I want. I'm going to Control-Copy, Control-C, Control-V to paste it on its own layer because I want the background transparent. I'm going to go ahead and just delete the original background layer. And there we go. So, looks like I got a little bit of a trail right there. Delete that. So what I'm going to do here is I want to make duplicates of this because I'm just going to warp this image to make it seem animated. You can duplicate it about 3 times here. Should be good enough. The tool I'm going to use is going to be the Puppet Warp tool. We'll go ahead and leave the one layer as is. Make the rest of my layers not visible, and with the layer selected I'm going to edit. I'm going to go to the edit menu and then select Puppet Warp. This tool will place pins on as you click. Whoops. Move that back. It kind of holds it in place. Kind of like the I guess strings on a puppet, I would say. So the point of all this is so that now I can pull part of my tornado one way and the rest of it won't go with it. Generally this type of animation and warping might look a little bit smoother with the line drawing, but I'm just using an image today because it's kind of fun. In the end result, it might not work well if placed on top of other photographs. It might give like a white outline because it has a hard time defining the edge of that color of the tornado. But so yeah, we'll just move this around a little bit. Oops. I think this looks a little funky over here. It's kind of like clay. You just keep stretching it around. Just warps it. Alright, that's good. And so then I will click visibility on my next layer here. Same thing. Puppet Warp. Just start clicking all over. I might kind of stretch this to animate that. Okay. Kind of want to do a dramatic twist over here. trying to keep my top edge straight up there. Alright. Actually, pull this over a little bit more. You can see the edges start getting a little blurry. There's also a tool that allows you to show the mesh on here, which can be useful. For example, say I want to go to my next layer here to edit that one. Let's see. So this layer selected, view or puppet warp. There we go. I kind of can see the lines better there with that mesh showing, and maybe see where to pull it better. Maybe. Kind of got too quick there on that. I didn't secure all of it. That's okay. Alright. So that's pretty good. I'm just to show here. Right, so I have 4 different layers. What I'm going to do is select all 4 of them with Shift click on the top layer and bottom. I want to make sure my animation window is open. If that's not already open, then you can go to Window, Animation. In the animation window, go to the menu on the top right and select Make Frames from Layers. And here you see them automatically in the animation window. If I hit play, I can already get a glimpse of it, but it's going a lot faster than I'd like it to. So I'm going to increase the frame rate. I want all of them to be about half a second. Shift select all of them, select any of them, and change the frame rate to 0.5. Now I can get an idea there, so that looks pretty good. To save this now, I'm going to go to File, Save for Web and Devices. And you have all kinds of settings here. I'm not going to play with that today, just going to hit Save. And save that, and I'll just... Okay, so I can close out of Photoshop. I don't need to save that. And I have this. I can open it, see it in the web browser, how it would generally look. Also, I can import it into Flash and make it even a little bit more animated. What I like about file import to library. If I import it to the library, I can actually, it breaks down the images that I actually created in Photoshop. So, if I decided I wanted to make a smoother animation in Flash, then I can do that. I can select these images and do that. But what I'm going to do for now is drag that on here. What you do is actually select the symbol and resize this with the transform tool. There we go. I'm going to actually have my tornado come from off screen here. And what I'll do is I'll push me out and I don't know, right here is good. F6 is shortcut for keyframe. On that keyframe, I'll go ahead and just move it over here. Maybe I'm going to have it dance across the screen here. And then I can right click on this in the timeline and select to create a tween, and I can test this by going to Control, Test Movie, and there you go. So you can kind of see some of the lines there that might not work as well if you're trying to do something real smooth, but just something quick works a little bit better with line drawings. So that's it. Thank you for listening.